What's going on, everybody? I hope you're all having a great day, and in today's video I'm going to be talking to you about greed. How greed is going to crash this entire market when it comes to businesses, investors, real estate, cryptos, and the whole market. On top of that, I have some questions that I want to ask you, and I want to hear what you have to say about it. And one thing before we get started that I want to make sure you remember as I'm speaking in this video is what Warren Buffett said. Be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy. What kind of phase do you think we are in this market today? I'm gonna let you answer that one. That being said, we're gonna hop right into it. So if you get any value, please don't forget to hit that free like button and let's get started. My first question to all of you is, how many of you can agree that there are so many people in this market today making something we call dumb money? If you don't know what dumb money is, it's basically dumb money. Someone creates a meme coin, it sells out. Someone invests in stocks, it 10x the next week. Someone bought a house that they want to flip, and when it came to selling the house, it's already up 30% in value. You see, here's the thing. We are seeing more than ever people making millions of dollars, but on the flip side, other people, millions of them, struggling to even find money to buy a plate of food. How are these people making all this money? How are these people even getting this money? Here's the thing. We are in a market today that everyone feels entitled to win. But why is that? Why do people feel that they're entitled to win when winning isn't given, it's earned? Well, it's the market. For the past almost 2 years, we've had such an uncertain market. It's been confusing. Nobody really knows what's gonna happen and when it's gonna happen. We have helicopters dropping piles of cash, aka stimulus checks, to millions of people. And what that's causing is making people feel like they're now entitled to that money. On top of that, we have millions of people who are getting incentivized by the government to not have to work, and if they don't work, they're gonna get unemployment benefits. I have a client who owns a shopping center, and out of the shopping center, he has 2 tenants that have been there for over 15 years. When the pandemic came, those 2 tenants reached out to him and said, listen, we're not going to be able to survive and continue our businesses. So he was shocked. They were doing so well, and he knows that the pandemic came and he was helping them with that, but he asked them, why can't you continue? They ended up saying that every single one of their employees, literally every one of them, has quit on them, basically saying that they get money by not having to work, so why would they come work? AKA the unemployment benefits. It's almost like the government incentivized people not to work. And then everyone's asking, why is the labor shortage there? So most of these people who started to receive this free money, not all of them, but most of them, started to feel entitled. They don't have to work to earn their money. They can just sit back and the government will keep bringing it down to them. Now, there's a problem with feeling entitled with things that you shouldn't feel entitled to. You think it's the norm, and it's really not the norm. Because when someone makes an investment and it doesn't go their way, they assumed it should go only up, and it doesn't go up, they have an insane reaction. Now, that's just one small segment of where I'm getting to in this video. So if you're liking it, don't forget to hit that like button. So now what you have is a booming market. Ever since the pandemic ended, the market has only been going up and up big time. Stocks have exploded in value. Cryptocurrencies have done numbers that I can't even say, like 1,232% up in value. That's like unheard of, but okay, it's actually happening. Real estate has appreciated faster than people can even pay their first mortgage. Literally, it's like the first month they're in their home and they're about to pay their first mortgage, they're like, oh, look at this, my house just appreciated 5%. The NFT boom is just a whole nother world where people create an NFT, assume it needs to sell out and they should make millions, and if it doesn't, they're like, why am I not making money? And then they cry about it. This is literally like the gold rush with what's going on right now. Everyone feels like they should just be rich because the way the market is. And if they're not rich, they're mad, they're furious, there's something wrong. But that's not how it's supposed to be. So here's the problem. Guys, it's easy to win in a market that's only going up. I'm sure you can agree with me on that. It's easy to buy a house and flip it and make more profit than you expected because everybody's paying over asking price for that house you want to sell. It's easy to buy an NFT for $500 and the next day get an offer for $3,000. It's easy to invest $1,000 in the stock market to look at it the next week and now it says $2,000. It's almost a guarantee that you are going to make money if the market's just going up. Now, granted, there are stocks, NFTs, real estate, bad deals out there, and there's money to be lost, but 90%, It's all going up. And here's the funny thing. When the markets continue to stay green and beautiful for months and months and months, and just one day or 2 days or 3 days it turns red, everyone starts to panic. Diamond hands, don't sell, the market's crashing, what do we do? You see social media is exploding, wanting explanation of what's going on. So you guys can enjoy 3, 4, 5 months of a green market, and just a day 2 or 3 of a down market, you can't even comprehend it. It's wild. And if you see what Robinhood's done, it's like they made stock trading into a game, which isn't a bad thing if you use it for the right thing. But you got people who are making $500,000 not even feeling it, and then you got people losing $500,000, sweating, swallowing, and then just realizing they're screwed. People are assuming or think they are so good at what they do and that they're winning, but it's not that hard to win in a market that's already winning. Or winning, should I say, because I see it all artificially winning. Let me ask you this. What happens when the market turns the other way? When the market really starts to go downhill? When investors try cashing out their money? When inventory starts flooding the markets? When companies just start shutting down? When interest rates skyrocket? When creators just stop creating? When your investment that you once thought is a good investment becomes worthless because the market's panicking? How many can survive in a market that's crashing? That's a question that I'm actually asking you. How many? Can you? Do you think this current market can? Do you think the people in this market can? Do you think those who only experienced winning can? It's crazy. How many actually know what to do when a market's going down and a market's going up? Very few. I know real estate agents who became agents after 2020 post-pandemic, and they're selling houses, and when the house sells, they throw a party and think that they're legends. They go, this house just sold for over ask. I sold it in 1 day. I did 1, 2, 3. Really? Any house you list right now in the market's gonna sell in a day or 2. Any house that you sell right now in this market's gonna sell for over asking price. There's almost no skill when it comes to selling a house in this market. There is no inventory. Buyers are begging to be able to get into a home. What do you expect? So for real estate agents, they need to realize and understand this is not really a true market and how it is to be a real estate agent. All they know right now is winning easily, and that's a huge problem. Try a market where you have to do open houses every week. You have to cold call every day. You have to door knock every day. You have to send flyers every day. And on top of doing all of that, you're still hoping that the house will sell. Try a market like that when it's going downhill, when it's crashing. Right now, it's list and sell. That simple. In a down market, it's list, pray, and work your face off in hopes that you can sell to be able to survive. So my point in this video is for all of you to wake up. Please do not get greedy in a market when everyone is being greedy. Warren Buffett said it best. Be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. Guys, right now, everyone's being greedy. Everyone's trying to make millions. Everyone's trying to win. And this is just a side thing, but maybe that's why Warren Buffett is actually preaching and then acting on what he's preaching, having right now $145 billion in cash to allocate when opportunity opens up. Maybe he sees something that the majority don't. So in short, guys, I want to leave you off with this. Don't get caught up in the hype. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. And don't get wild trying to get rich overnight. Please. And remember, when things are uncertain like today's market, overnight, things can get bad. Things can get ugly. So please understand this market is greedy and greed kills. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button and most importantly, subscribe. I upload every single week. Thank you all so much for watching and I'll see you all later. I'm out.